and we will all exist within the immortal coil. We have work to do. You're free to go, Tex.
E já virou o dia 7. Essa foi a live mais rápida que já aconteceu. É isso aí, pessoal. Por hoje é só. Na verdade, veremos o que vai acontecer depois, né?
The guy was so broken up, he hung up the phone. I'm not sure if Bauer's death ended Alt's interest in this whole sorry mess, but my gut tells me I'll need his help if I'm ever going to solve this case. I decided to visit Saint Germain to find more information about the Tesla egg.
E esperaremos essa cinemática.
The investigation. I don't suppose you have any news regarding that egg we talked about.
Well, everybody's talking about the Tesla egg, but I think I've got a lead on it.
Ah, the egg of Columbus. The copper egg. Unveiled by Tesla at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893, it was the very heart of a small prototype that, some say, would become his most notorious invention.
But you seem underwhelmed, and that's not good.
You know the story of Tunguska?
Well, I do now.
If you believe, as many do, that the Tunguska explosion was caused by the Tesla death ray, and you believe that the Tesla egg is a core component of the death ray, well, then the egg would be of immense fortune. Tell me, what do you believe, Mr. Murphy?
I believe you know a lot more than you're telling me.
Are you familiar with Paradise Lost?
Isn't that one of those resorts for swingers?
Paradise Lost is a poem about the great divide in heaven when Lucifer was cast out. After his banishment, Lucifer swore revenge and created an army of his own. He and his followers waited in darkness for their chance to strike back at the god who cast them out. After a 3-day battle against the faithful angels, the forces of evil were banished from heaven for all eternity.
Oh, I like it when the good guys win.
Yes. But what if the war were not over? What if Lucifer had not been defeated but lay in wait, preparing for his chance to overthrow heaven?
Well, debating hypothetical fairy tales is a little nerdy for me.
Look at the world around you. Did heaven win the battle? Man has created hell on earth. And the longer man exists, the further he descends from the wisdom and discernment needed to overcome the darkness. At his core, he is a grasping, clawing, foolish creature, willing to commit any sin to appease his base and greedy nature.
I thought I was jaded. You really think we're as bad as all that?
There are still some who give me hope. You, I'm not sure about. Your role, whether for good or evil, has yet to be determined.
He's not so bad. Does he have the egg?
No, my
Então esse
dear.
cara é meio...
Entirely the wrong egg. An interesting trinket, to be sure, but not the egg I'm searching for.
Well, if it isn't Ariel Bowers. You know, I hope I pronounced that correctly because Bowers doesn't have a wife.
Great work, detective. How long did that take to figure out?
Not long. After Bowers told me.
I have to confess, I haven't been totally honest with you on some things.
Just some?
I didn't know who you were when you first interrupted my own search of Bowers' place.
And what were you doing there?
I work for an organization you wouldn't have heard of. We're based out of St. Petersburg.
In Florida.
Russia.
How about you?
I don't work for anyone. Just the greater good. And My own little passions, of course. Ariel and I have crossed paths on several occasions. This time we seem to have some objectives in common, so we pooled our resources.
Yeah, I'm well familiar with Ariel's resources. How common are your objectives and mine?
That depends. You the kind of man who lets innocent people die?
Not normally, no.
You've heard of the Tesla Legacy Society. At one time, it had a membership of hundreds. After Charles Johansson died, the numbers dwindled. Some time ago, all those people vanished without a trace. I had hoped to find some answers from Bowers.
Oh, I got news for you. He's not dead. He's back.
He's the translator, I presume.
The one building the immortal coil. You say you like it when the good guys win? You plan on doing anything about that?
Oh, sure. Leave it to me, as always. What are you two gonna do about it?
This is not my battle to fight.
He knows me. I won't be able to get close to him like you can.
You shall have to find the Tesla egg first, of course.
Great. I didn't even think of that. Well, if you don't have any more helpful tips...
Until we meet again, Mr. Murphy. And something tells me we will.
Until next time. Kiss for luck. You'll need it.
Que task, cara.
After visiting with St. Germain, the former Mrs. Bowers invites me to a place called the Resort and says she has information to exchange.
Well, well. If it isn't Dudley Do-Right. Caught me red-handed.
Yeah. You only get caught if you want to get caught.
What can I say? It's part of my job. I'm a spy.
Nova profissão?
Yeah, and I'm an accountant.
No, I really am. The organization I work for, you couldn't pronounce it, but in English it's called the White Guard. We've been monitoring the translator for years. We've had our eye on you as well. So are you going to interrogate me? I have so much to confess.
Show
So you
off.
sure I couldn't pronounce that Russian name? I'm pretty good at pronunciation.
I'll be honest with you. I need your help, Tex. And I can help you, but I had to find out where your loyalties were.
My
Alright,
loyalties lie with me. Nobody else.
That's why we're here, together, alone. I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty of ordering some food. Should be here any minute. I thought we could have a bite. Get to know each other a little better.
Set the spider to the fly.
I told you, Tex, I've had my eye on you for a while. And as you know, I'm not married. Who knows what lies ahead?
What lies ahead? That may be the truest thing you've ever said to me.
It's a rough world out there. Any of us could be dead tomorrow. I live in the moment. Right now, I want that moment to be with you.
Essa mulher tem uns 80 anos e tá dando uma de safadinha. Sucumbir a Ariel. Stay true to our girl. Ele tem uma mulher dele.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. So full of possibilities. Is there a more intriguing or enticing word?
Perhaps.
Must be the food. Do you mind getting it while I change?
Perhaps.
Hey, cowboy. I was hoping I'd find you here.
Aí, tá. Preparar pra... Tá, essa é a mulher que ele tá pegando. E a outra é a mulher que tá querendo pegar ele. Fazer... Vai dizer que tá cansado? Dizer que tá cansado.
Taylor, it's so good to see you, but boy, am I pushed right now. You know, maybe we could talk tomorrow over breakfast?
I'm thinking a massage, a can of Red Bull to get you back into fighting shape.
Esse cara tá de parabéns, tá lascado.
I'm sure you can go at least a couple rounds.
Vai dar um soco nela? Que isso?
Just promise me you won't start throwing punches until I have a chance to explain. Okay.
No.
There's a woman in my bathroom.
Oh. Why is there a woman in your bathroom?
Explica. Vai pular do barco? Ou grande mentira?
Ready to eat?
Well, I guess you can ask her yourself.
I'm famished.
Espera melhor.
Taylor, meet Ariel. Ariel, meet Taylor.
So is this her?
Cena. Maneja Tex, vamos ver se vai dar.
I'm so glad you two could finally meet. And since we're all together, how about a big sleepover? Guess that was a bad idea. Incredibly bad idea. Well, it's not that bad, really. There are plenty of other fish in the sea just waiting to reject me. The good news is that without further distractions, I can focus on my case. I get a call from Archie who says he has a lead for me and I should come over right away.
Boa parte das coisas que eu tinha já foram eliminadas. Tô com uns fax aqui. Deixa eu ver. Tem que encontrar o cara que reza.
It's a 3 cards to midnight shop. Archie helped me out on my Pandora directive.
Isso que eu já vi.
So have you heard any more about the Tesla cache or Margaret Leonard? I mean, if she can't fix it, how are you going to get your memory back?
It's not just my memory, it's my life I want back.
Those Morlocks, I think that there's a connection between them and Margaret Leonard. I mean, see, the other day when you got knocked out, Margaret was in your apartment, right? The Morlock hunters told me they'd never seen so many Morlocks around Chandler Avenue. They said it was like something or someone was drawing them there. I mean, no one knows what they were doing around here. They were scattered after Margaret died. Now the hunters say that quite a few of them have been showing up in one particular area outside the city. I got a location for you.
Tá, aqui eu já vi tudo.
So who is Margaret Leonard really? Is she a modern Dr. Mengele experimenting on damaged human beings for her own gratification? And why is she the critical key to my world over the last 7 years? My head's still spinning when I spot the location 200 feet below me.
Sempre essas localizações meio malucas, né? E de noite, esse jogo nunca vira dia, esse negócio é sempre de noite. O cara dorme de dia, será o que acontece? Você verá.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Of course, I've always got a bad feeling about this.
É, sempre.
Could you just go ahead and place me in a hard case?
Tá, vamos ver.
Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it. Which one's the fourth wall? Because it's a plank.
Tá, isso aqui dá um medo do caralho, né?
Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it. Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it. Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it.
Tá, pelo jeito eu vou ter que achar umas madeiras pra uma coisa.
Which one's the fourth?
Cala a boca, né?
With 5 planks, I could repair the ladder next to this.
Ah, eu já sei que eu tô procurando 4 pedaços de madeira. 4 madeiras. Na hora de levar madeirada, né? Mais uma, 3.
Use that. Someone's watching me and it's making me feel incredibly uneasy.
Como ele sabe que alguém tá vendo ele? Tá vendo alguém lá?
Better steer clear of the waters. God knows what could be lurking in that. Looks like I'll need 5 planks, a hammer, and some nails if I'm...
Tá, tenho 3. 3 madeiras.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to... You know, I've always thought that wood is... Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his... Wood is good, especially for... Bucket of nails is always helpful when you want to fix something. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. I'll need to find the key before I can open this, and it's probably in the house. That man over there could be Mantis.
Que homem? Onde é que ele tá vendo o homem?
Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it.
Caralho, essa música aí.
Better steer clear of the waters. God knows what could be lurking in that. Yeah, I've never really been interested in yard work. Water must be toxic. I better not stick my tootsies in it.
Tem mais coisa pro outro lado ainda. Aí tem cara ali.
Whoa. There was someone or something on the... Part of the bridge has collapsed and I shouldn't even think about trying to swim across that water. Well, this'll come in handy. I'm not sure that man is friend or foe.
Ai, que susto!
Better steer clear of the waters. God knows what could be lurking in that. Well, that might come in handy.
Tá. Tem as madeiras. Tem o prego. Agora cadê o martelo, né?
Why does this have to be so heavy?
Well, yeah, that'll work.
Now, I fixed it, and it appears to be some sort of ladder.
Tá, mas peraí.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy... Man, I don't even know what I was trying to do. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. I'll need to find the key before I can open this, and it's probably in the house.
Tem um negócio ali, mas não sei como que eu subo.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his... Man, I don't even know what I was trying to do. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep... tool shed. Yeah, it's an Ultra Pro 900 lock. Wood is good.
Tá, vamos tentar atravessar esse bagulho. Depois vou ter que despistar aquele maluco, né?
Part of the bridge has collapsed, and I shouldn't even think about trying to swim across that water.
Que caralho! Medo da porra. Cadê o maluco que tava atrás de mim, velho?
Which one's the fourth wall? Because I don't want to break it.
Tem uma parada ali.
Milk drinkers? Man, milk drinkers? Man, that explains a lot. It's like an old frat house out
Dá
here.
pra chegar ali, né? Cadê o cara que assusta as pessoas?
The ace of base vase. Nice vase. This card, milk drinkers? Man, that explains. It appears to be a key of some kind, dare I say.
Então, acho que eu devo investigar mais aqui fora, né? Embora a minha vontade seja apenas de sair de perto daquele maluco lá que tava aqui. Que inclusive eu não sei onde é que tá. Esse é o tipo de situação que a gente gosta de evitar, porque a gente não sabe onde o cara tá. Ele pode aparecer de qualquer lugar e dar um susto, né? Que cagaço daí, né? Tá, onde é que tá o filho da mãe que tava aqui antes, né? Será que ele caiu? Olha!
Sign says the water's toxic, but how dangerous could it be?
Has there ever been a bigger idiot than you?
Certo, eu não consigo pegar esse bagulho porque a água é
Sign
tóxica.
says the water's toxic, but
Por que que eu não consigo pegar, né? Porque o negócio não tá na água, tá em cima da água. Acho que vou ter que entrar, procurar uma coisa e depois ir pra fora. E o cara não tá aqui, eu não sei onde ele foi parar.
Pot. I'm glad that's it's card read. Nice place she's got here. Creepy. but
Tada! Ixi, maluco. Ai, que medo. Verdade ou consequência, é isso?
Margaret Leonard sent me.
Nossa, que cara feio, parece um zumbizão.
You know, you seem like you could use a great big hug.
Friend! Slave! Killer!
O cara tá doidão.
I'm sorry. Is there something I can do to help you? A glass of water, a donut?
Get it out of my head!
Tell you what, I'm gonna come back later with some hot cocoa and an elephant tranquilizer.
Help me! Slave! Die! Die!
Kids. They never shut the door when they go out to play. That must be Mantis, and my guess is Margaret Leonard left some medication to control his affliction somewhere in the swamp house.
Ué,
Yep, garden shears are perfect for trimming grass, bushes, or stubborn branches. I wonder if there's a way to get these valerian flowers to grow quickly. Hey, not even Sam. Looks like there could be something hiding underneath this dirt. Ah, the XBR 1000 greenhouse light. This sure grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation. It's a big sack of seeds. Looks like there could be something hiding underneath this dirt. Looks like Margaret tried to bury her mistakes. What's she trying to do out here? Dirt. It's good for burying things. Well, that was stupid. That was a waste of time.
Tá. Tá, vamos procurar mais
It
coisas
sure
lá dentro.
grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation.
Primeiro andar primeiro, né?
Books? Do people still... Books? Do people still read these? I never cared for pliers. Got lots of bad dental memories. Like an eye hammer. Nice chest. Nice chest. Oh man, the desk in my office is... Got it. Hey, this is a fake.
Tá.
Hey, this is a fake.
Tá dizendo que é fake?
Couches are, you know, that footrest is so fancy I wouldn't dare place my feet. A rug fit for a king. And nothing like a big old desk to rifle through. Books help me man, I am making great time. This thing hasn't even moved. And nothing like a big old desk to rifle through. Well, I won't be able to use this fireplace. It's got a vent cover. Well, I won't be able to use this fireplace. Man, that is one big jackalope. That a rug fit for a king. That footrest is so fancy I wouldn't dare place my feet on it.
Nada interessante. Próximo quarto. Ou próximos, né?
Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these books.
Olha só, olha
It's a
só.
broken syringe. Well, another match. And there's more to this world. I'll bet this would have been worth a lot of money on antique. And there's more to this world than meets the eye. Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these. Books. The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it.
Nossa, já tem que abrir esse bagulho aí também.
That's not right. You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open. Looks like I'll need some firewood.
Tá.
I need matches. Ah, nice fire. Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these books. Nothing special. I bet this could increase my defense by +5.
Não é
You
esse?
know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open.
Bom, deve ter mais coisa lá em cima. Olha só. Vamos jogar pro meio esse negócio aqui. Eu tô querendo abrir aquela porta, né? Então.
Something big just moved, and there's smoke coming
Então
out
é
of
isso que
the
aconteceu.
panel.
Caramba.
I
Realmente.
doubt Margaret even read all these books.
coisa
I
complexa tá
doubt Margaret
funcionando.
even read all these. What's a pod? For planting seeds.
Olha só, nós tinha negócio pra plantar sementes.
I'll need to shine a powerful light on this plant to make it grow fast.
Ah, talvez seja aquela luz que eu tava
Books,
lá fora.
books, more books.
Ah,
It's a safe lock, and I'll need a key to open it.
a porra, acontecendo do outro lado ali, não sei o que que é.
These books.
Tá, vamos ver esse aqui primeiro pra baixo. Eu já abri, né? É. Ô, louco.
I need to unscrew that cog from the wall before I repair it.
Tá faltando coisas aqui.
I need to unscrew that cog from the wall. This is the only tool in my den. Nothing special. Well, someone could trip over this.
É,
You know, I love secret doors, and something in this room must trigger it open.
beleza, tá estragado o negócio, eu vou ter que investigar melhor.
I need to unscrew that cog from the wall before I go.
Screwdriver que tá lá fora.
I can't use this fireplace, it's been bricked in. Ashtray. Yummy.
Opa, abre de novo. Eu vou pegar.
This key belongs to an Ultra Pro 900 lock.
Que deve ser aquela de fora, né? Na verdade, estou torcendo por isso. Olha, tem um guarda-roupa.
Crap alarm. I've always wanted one of these. But, yeah, very organized. I'm impressed. Yeah, very organized. I'm impressed. Not to my taste, but I hope this isn't diseased. Whoa, that's one old vid phone. It's got a message on it, but I'll need to get Margaret's voicemail number to listen to it.
Que porra é essa?
It's an empty
Ah, tá, é
file.
uma vela, pessoal. Ai, que bom que é uma vela.
Hey, 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 don't let anyone talk down to you just because you're Another table. Oops. Oh, someone's writing their letter to send. Another table. Oops. Yeah, talking to myself again. Candles always put me in the mood. For what? I don't know. Guess I better not be too creative, because
Não é uma vela, não.
it's an empty vial, ready for medical ingredient. Just like Grandma's.
Bom, aqui é aquele caminho da escadinha lá, subindo por ali. Eu ia achar isso aqui.
50 Shades of Clay.
50 tons de cinza.
The Mike and Ike hammer. That's why I always insist on guests using coasters.
Mas acaba aqui? Tá, talvez aqui então eu pegue com esse bagulho. Peguei. Tá, aqui eu tenho a chave.
Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep. Is this? It is. It's actual moonshine. Looks like fertilizer. That looks it. I love barrels. Nope. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine. Well, that is one. And just your standard. Well, that rig must be compensating for something.
I know what you're thinking, and that's not a good idea.
Oh, it's C4 chewing gum. This stuff packs quite a wallop, but oh, it is grape. I love grape flavor. On second thought, I better find another use for this.
Tá, é uma goma de mascar que
Rook uses one of those to
explode.
chase the neighborhood kids off. Looks like the shed Grandpa Murphy used to keep his moonshine business in.
Top. Não tem mais nada ali em cima agora? Ainda tá o negócio lá. Eu não sei como pegar aquilo.
That's real moonshine. With a high enough alcohol content to make you go blind for 3 days. Margaret must have been a girl who could hold her lick. Screw this. That's a brand recognized all over.
Tá. Acho que agora eu consigo mexer naquele negócio lá dentro. Opa. Aquele doidinho sumiu, hein?
I need to unscrew that cog from the wall before. Looks like the panel on the wall controls the secret panel on the floor. Unfortunately, the cog's broken. I'll need to repair it before I can continue down. I'll need to reshape this metal cog.
Nossa, velho. Mas tem que ser com alguma coisa que preste.
Maybe try something else. The cabinet lock is broken, so I'll need to find another way to open it. I don't know. The cabinet lock is broken. Maybe that was a little overkill, but was effective.
Oh,
I'm
martelo.
sure Thor's big hammer here could straighten a few things out. Maybe try something.
Será que isso é um martelo?
This is worse than the time you combined a monk.
Books. Books, books, and more books. It's a safe lock, and I'll need a key to open it.
Tá, vamos pensando, saver.
Well, I doubt Margaret even read all these books. Another table. Whoops. Yeah, talking to myself again. Hey, 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 don't let anyone talk down to you just because you're a side table. Whoa, that's one old vid phone. It's got a message on it, but I'll need to get Margaret. I wonder if anyone else on Chandler Avenue has seen Margaret Leonard. Some lady gave me her phone number? Well, that was stupid. Whoa, that's
Não é
one
esse
old...
telefone.
It's a key to the
Tá, nesse cartão não tem o telefone dela. Ah, não vi isso.
Oh, I love sticky notes, and I just used my last one.
Talvez seja isso, né?
Whoa, that's one old vid.
First message. First message.
Margaret, we followed your instructions and combined the valerian flower petals with alcohol in a vial, placed it in the chemical mixer, then administered the serum to the subjects via syringe. However, this only momentarily suppressed rage in the Morlocks. There needs to be a more permanent solution.
There are no more messages.
Tá.
Ew.
Não é isso?
Yeah, that'll work. Oh my.
Oh. Quebra-cabeças. Seria muito mais fácil se eu soubesse que imagem que é, né? estranho. Tá, parece que é um negócio de carne, né? Olha só, acertei mais partes aí. Só que devo ter mandado uma coisa pro lugar errado. No caso, essas partes são tudo pra cima. Ó, agora o passarinho é pra lá, né? Beleza? E aí? E aí? Ó, tem um 7 aqui.
Books? Do people... Ah, nice fire.
376. Não sei pra que eu vou usar isso aí, né? Ah, é.
Books, books, and more books. Nice place she's got here. Creepy, but nice.
Ah!
Now the XBR 1000 slot. It sure grows plants fast, but the FDA banned them because of excess radiation. I need something to cut off of a... Well, that might come in handy. Yeah, I expect to hear, "Feed me, Seymour," at any moment from this plant. Ah, the XP...
Hey, it worked! I'm experiencing...
I need to place this in a chemical mixer to create medicine for Mantis.
Tá.
Well, someone could trip over this. The zipper on this cushion's stuck. I'll need something to help me open it. It's a safe key.
Ah! Não acredito que tava ali o tempo todo.
The picture looks similar to the one downstairs, except the one downstairs had 3 numbers on it. Looks like the panel on the wall controls the secret panel on the floor. Unfortunately, the cog's
376 é
broken.
isso?
I'll need to repair it before I can continue down.
Beleza.
Security card.
Cartão de segurança.
Safes are never safe from me.
Pra onde eu vou enfiar esse negócio? Não faço ideia.
I know tongs are great for pulling my chestnuts out of the fire.
Tá. Agora eu consigo mexer no fogo, né?
Ding, ding, ding!
In this state, the cog is quite malleable. I'll need to find some tools to shape it. The cog's fixed and ready to be put back. Looks like
Tá, mas falta um ainda, né? Oh, mas já abriu tudo.
something tells me no one was coming in here for cheap eye surgery. Well, that was stupid.
Ô louco, tem um bichão estranho.
The valves are broken and blocking water flow. I need to adjust them to allow water to flow freely through the pipe. The valves are controlled by the wheels at the bottom of the box.
Nossa.
There's water gushing through the pipe. Something tells me no one was coming in here for cheap eye surgery.
Morri, né?
That Morlock hologram kills anyone who gets too close to the door. You need to find a...
Symbolizes my life. This drain perfectly symbolizes my life. Something tells me no one was coming in here for cheap eye surgery. It's a card reader, and I'll need the electricity to be on. That's not right.
Agora que não tem energia, o leitor de cartão pode funcionar tranquilamente.
Yeah, Margaret made sure this place was soundproof. There's more books in here than in my county library. Cursed governments. Not much here except for... It's a chemical mixer for creating medicine. I'll need to place...
Ta-da.
Well, hell, that ought to do it. This medicine should control Manus's pain. Not much here except for a chemical mixer. Now there's something you don't typically see in a red... That's the Interocitor IQ measurement system. I should try this baby out and see what a genius I am.
Don't, Tex. You may not like what you find. Dr. Zaius was right. A man like you is inferior to the simian in every way.
This machine monitors electrical activity in your heart. There's blood all over the floor. It's my apartment from my old UI of U days. Looks like something... It's my apartment. This machine
Acabei de fazer isso.
Now there's something you don't typically see in a residential home.
I've assembled the spirit radio. Tonight will be my first attempt to contact my husband. The radio is working. I hear voices that are incoherent, eerie, and tantalizing. There must be some way to amplify the power. My last attempt was a near disaster, similar to what happened to Tesla back in 1899. The frequency caused a vibration that increased until I thought the house would split in two. I had to smash the radio. Now I have to start all over. I don't want to get my hopes too high, but I believe I've made contact. I brought the radio into the lab, and I swear that being close to Charles's cryo chamber has intensified the signal. I'm sure it's his voice, but I can't understand what he's saying. I've recorded hours of the voice and had experts analyze the audio from every angle. We've deciphered 3 words: void, return, immortal. I've reached an impasse. I wonder if the Tesla egg, could it amplify the radio's power? It's been weeks since I've heard Charles's voice on the spirit radio. I wonder if the Gideon parasites have moved ahead without me and brought him back to life. It's been years since I made an entry in this video journal. Charles is dead and lost to me forever, and I will die soon. The translator lives, and one way or another, whoever sees this, Mantis, Mason, it's up to you to stop the translator.
Stopping the translator isn't going to be easy, and the Tesla egg and spirit radio seem to be the keys. Somehow the information Margaret Leonard took to the grave needs to be uncovered. Is that even possible? I have an eerie feeling it is. The glass is shattered. Was something trying to get in or out?
Beleza, será que eu já vi tudo que tinha pra ver aqui?
Well, hell, that ought to do it. Something tells me no one was coming in here for cheap eye surgery. I waited near the front door, ready for him to show up, but not as ready as I should have been.
Alô?
Sorry. I can't control it.
Are you the one who prays? Oh my hell, praying mantis. God, what an idiot.
That was Margaret's code. So she did send you. It just seems strange she took such a risk coming to see you, so she could give you the injection.
How do you know about that?
Because I was there. And she wanted you to forget everything you had done.
Yeah, well, she pretty much accomplished that.
Yeah. And here you are. Seems kind of strange.
Strange? You know what I find strange? I saw a video of Margaret torturing you.
She wasn't torturing me. She had been helping me for a very long time.
But you're a Morlock. She made you this way.
You can't blame her. I chose this path. I volunteered to take one of the greatest technological leaps of all time. Cryo technology. I was one of the founding members of the Tesla Legacy Society. Along with others, I allowed myself to die and be brought back. We dreamed of waking to a world reborn. We found ourselves worse off than before. And worst of all, we no longer were the people we had been. The cryosleep had unforeseen complications.
Well, at least cryogenics is now partially covered under major medical.
Only a few of us escaped the physical deformities from the freeze. Worse is what it did to our minds. Drove us to madness.
So how come the Tesla Society hasn't taken care of you guys? Certainly the burden shouldn't just fall on Margaret.
The Tesla Legacy Society and its creations are no more.
So what happened? I mean, I know a little of your history since Charles Johansson joined you.
Johansson. I believed in him once. He was our martyr. We carried his work to the foot of his holy cryo chamber. We knew that one day he would return to take us to this glorious future.
And he did return.
Yeah, he was now the translator. He was delusional only as the greatest zealots are. He believed he knew the will of Tesla. He was going to create a gateway, a celestial conduit between heaven and earth. He called it the immortal coil.
Gotcha.
He was determined to build it at any cost. And in the end, we banished him from the society. But he didn't stay banished. Months later, he returned with a small group of men, led by the one known as Slade. They attacked the facility, sparing no one. I saw Slade himself put a gun to my wife's head while she begged for her life, and he pulled the trigger. When it was over, they removed every trace of the Tesla Legacy Society. Its files, its equipment. There was only one thing left behind.
And that was?
A key bit of information. The spirit radio frequencies. They were stored in the clouds that Charles never knew about.
And these were important.
It may be the only way to stop Charles from activating the immortal coil.
And that would be bad?
It's very bad. As in splitting the planet in two bad. I'll tell you where to find the egg. But I need you to find those frequencies first.
Before I head off to the Tesla Legacy Society, I get a call from Thompson Ald inviting me over to his house. Sounds like he's ready to talk.
Any luck locating the spirit radio?
I've got some leads, but it all seems to tie to something called the immortal coil.
I found something that you might find interesting. They did some experiments with interfacing brain circuitry. You might have been one of the first test subjects.
I'm sorry.
Memories are simply electronic impulses, and we are the sum of our memories. Now, on a cellular level, you're a completely different person than you were 7 years ago. But your essence is exactly the same as it was that night with Chelsea outside of the Golden Pagoda.
How do you know about Chelsea?
Well, first, and you may already know this, Chelsea is Margaret Leonard's daughter. Now, Margaret had lost her husband, and she was overwhelmed. So she put Chelsea in the care of a mutant family, the Bandos, and then tried to forget that she'd ever had a child.
That's pretty cold.
Well, it was a decision that she's regretted for decades. And years later, when she found Chelsea living at the Ritz, she rented a room so she could be close, but never revealed her true identity.
Yeah, and that's why we got abducted.
Now, Margaret was being funded by Gideon Enterprises, and an opportunistic manager named Dalton Fisk found out that Margaret's husband had stolen some very important documents.
The Tesla cache.
Dalton tried to force Margaret into reanimating Charles, but she refused and then disappeared. But then Dalton discovered that she had a daughter, and he came after her. Now, this much I can tell you. She's alive and well and living a new life. But I hope you'll understand that even if I could tell you more, I wouldn't.
Margaret was so frightened for Chelsea she gave her away. I mean, if I have to, I will too, because I never want to put Chelsea's life in danger.
I'm glad that you see it that way.
Ah, então a mulher não
It's
morreu.
really for the
A
best.
Chelsea.
And now you have your own new life to lead. Which reminds me, I meant to get you the canister.
Yeah, except I can't remember my new life.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing. But if you decide to use the spirit radio to try to get answers, you'll need help. Wait here.
This is where I come in. How about we go get that cryo chamber with old Maggie's head in it?
We can't let him have it.
Oh, hold on, partner there. No need to get violent or anything. Let's just see if we can work this out, okay?
Oh, up there, is it?
You're hurt pretty bad. We've got to get you to the hospital.
No, you have to stop him. If they get inside her head, it will undo everything that Mason was fighting for.
Look, I know what they're after, and I think I can beat them to it. It's the Tesla egg, so let's just get you out of here.
Go! Go!
You're coming with me. Come on.
Ele tomou uma bala e tava querendo.
I couldn't shake the look of fear I saw in Alt's eyes as he was lying in a pool of his own blood. Slade had blown a hole through the little man without even a second thought. Could I really have been partners with someone like that? Maybe I did change over the last 7 years, but if I did, it has to be possible to change back. I need a weapon I can use against these psychopaths. I knew my only hope was somewhere at the Tesla Institute. Slade's trumped me at every corner, but the ace may be at Tesla.